Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we're live at the HCCTV studios. It is Tuesday, April the 8th. Tasty Tuesday today. A lot going on the show, and my co-host, Benji, is joining me from another studio. Benji, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Todd. We're glad to be here on Up to the Minute this morning.
I know, yeah. So, anything happening on your end?
No, just couldn't make it into on time to the studio, but
Oh, okay. Were you
we're
up
here in the
late last
virtual
night?
studio. Sorry?
Up late last night?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It
Yeah,
was quite the disappointment, but the guys did a great job. I mean, I can't complain. I mean,
yeah.
they tried their best and you know, we made it to the finals at least, so I really can't complain.
Yeah, I know. Heartbreaking for the city and for the team, but what a run. What an incredible run. But there was always Saturday night's game. That was one
That
for the ages.
was an insane game. Talk about excitement really in the last 2 minutes of the game. Like
Yeah.
that was that was great, man.
Incredible, incredible finish. Anywho, we got a big day today because it's Tasty Tuesday. We got a guest coming up in just a few moments, but we want to thank everyone watching us this Tuesday live on Facebook. We're on Facebook, YouTube. Benji, we're also in social media. They can rewatch the show anytime and see us on our cable channel.
Yes, like you said, we're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV, our own TV channel, where you can catch a rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
All right, so Tasty Tuesday, our guest this morning, a Venezuelan chef who also appeared on Master Chef Latino. And also, here's a random fact, she's related to our director this morning. Chef Dubraska Wawa is with Dubraska Delights, as well as former Master Chef Latino contestant and our Tasty Tuesday guest. Chef, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you for having me again. It's a pleasure to be with you guys. You were my alma mater. So
Well, we
always good to be
always
back.
always proud of our students, our former students, as they move on and are successful. We're looking forward to talking to you in about 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to kick things off. One of our college vice presidents joins us now. She's talking about a community fair as well as other exciting opportunities. Dr. Helen Graham is the vice president of instruction and student services for HCC's Northeast College. Welcome back to the show, Helen.
Thanks for having me back.
So you guys have a lot of things going on at the college right now. Let's talk about the HCC Northeast S.O.A.R initiative. Tell us what that's all about.
So S.O.A.R is an initiative, a new initiative that we have to recognize and celebrate our students as they reach certain milestones in their academic journey. S.O.A.R stands for, give me just a moment here. S.O.A.R stands for Strive for Your First Milestone, Overcome Any Obstacles or Barriers in Your Way, Achieve that milestone, and then reach for your next one. So we will celebrate students who earn 15 semester credit hours. The next milestone is 30 semester credit hours, the next 45, and the next 60. So they will receive digital badges and also a digital milestone checklist. And that checklist will contain items that they should have completed thus far, and also items that they need to address in order to complete the next milestone. And it's different for each category.
So these are like kudos for the students, and these digital badges, is this something they can use in their social media? What exactly can they use those for?
It is. They can use it wherever digital badges are used. They can use it in their social media. I've seen digital badges in email signature elements. So wherever a digital badge can be used, they'll be able to use it.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I know years ago when I was going to my alma mater, U of H, on my final semester there, I got a letter saying I was on the dean's list. And I'm like, wow, I mean, you really appreciate these things when you're putting in some hard work.
Dean's list, that's impressive. Yeah, just those little recognitions goes a long way to build up their self-esteem and just to encourage them and let them know we support them and we celebrate every milestone along the pathway.
Now let's talk about advising week and the schedule. You guys have some things involving that as well.
We do. We have a jam-packed week beginning April 21st. So April 21st, we'll have like graduation. Can you picture it? Tuesday, Tell It Tuesday, students will be able to share their goals and inspire others. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, so students will have an opportunity to relax, refresh, recharge. And then there's Thursday, and Commit to Complete on Friday. And with on each of those days, we will recognize our students and their milestones. So on Monday, we will have like an ice cream social for those who have completed 15 credit hours. On Tuesday, we will have pizza with the president. Wednesday, we will have like a cakewalk. Thursday, we'll have something else. Friday is a culminating event. Excuse me. On Friday, we will actually have a pinning ceremony for students who have reached 60 credit hours or more.
Now, those are all happening, and if you didn't catch it, we'll have some information in our post after the show, but it looks like that's starting the week of the 21st of this month, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. You also have a community fair that's open, obviously, for the whole community. What's that going to entail?
So this is the culminating event of Advising Week. Our community fair will be on Saturday, April 26th. We will have all of our centers of excellence present. Our global energy, they will have their equipment on display. Our public safety will have their emergency vehicles on display. Our transportation program, we can't bring our aircraft out because that's just too large, but we will have an electric vehicle out and our commercial truck driving truck. We will have our mobile Go unit available as well. And so we will use the mobile Go unit to go out into the community to help individuals apply and register for classes. We will have our academic programs, cosmetology, hand massages, our weekend college, our honors college students, student government. So we just want to give the community a taste of a little bit of everything that we have to offer here at Houston Community College. And this will be the first of our community fairs. So we will go to other campuses in the Northeast College with these community fairs as well.
I don't think people realize enough everything you guys have at the Northeast College. I mean, you've got the Public Safety Institute, but you've also got an incredible auto technology program out there as well. That's not only training future technicians for traditional vehicles, but you've got an electric vehicle program as well.
Yes, we do. And we are also working on an aviation maintenance tech program. So we have 2 aircraft that we have. And so we're working to build that program as well. But it's really amazing. So we have all of these programs, and it may seem like they're male dominated, but there are so many women in these programs as well. I've met young women in the auto industry, auto body work. They do amazing work, and they get internships and jobs with different organizations, automotive companies throughout the city as well.
That's what I was going to ask. I know when you're in these programs, the advisors are really good at hooking these students up with opportunities. Are most of them gainfully employed when they do get their certifications? They
are. We have individuals working with Tesla, no comment, working with Tesla. We have individuals working with, we didn't know, like a Discount Tire. You can make 6 figures working at Discount Tire. So everyone, no matter what level you are, you all start off with checking tires and you work your way up. So they have a really good incentive program for their employees as well.
And you're always gainfully employed too. People are always needing new tires and work done on their vehicles. Especially in Houston. Absolutely. Dr. Helen Graham, Vice President of Instruction and Student Services for HCC's Northeast College. Thanks for being here on the show again, Helen. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. All right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, Benji's got our Tasty Tuesday guest. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
All right, welcome back to Up to the Minute. Now we're moving on to Chef Dubraska Wawa from Dubraska Delights, and she's also a former Master Chef Latino contestant and also our Tasty Tuesday guest. Welcome back to the show, Chef.
Well, thank you for having me over again. It's a
Of course.
pleasure.
Yeah, we're very excited. I mean, not only because we have our director's aunt today on the show, but I mean, you're just an amazing chef, really. And we're looking forward to talking about, your culinary journey and as well as your actual travels. But let's begin with that background. And I mean, I've heard some stories from Carlos, but like you've lived almost like in a lot of countries. So tell us about that.
I guess it was by accident. We were raising a family all over the world because of my husband's job. He's in the oil and gas industry, and it took us all over the place, and in a way prepared me to do what I do now. The blend of all those flavors to me, living in Mexico and India, were just a joy and a blessing in a way.
Really? And what are some of those countries that you lived in?
We also lived in the Middle East.
Uh-huh.
We lived in the UAE, in Abu Dhabi, as well as Qatar, which was the last World Cup place. I saw all those places being built, and it was amazing, really.
Oh, yeah, I bet. And I mean, I think, like you said it kind of there in your statement there at the beginning, that I mean, you lived in all these countries, and I'm assuming you've gotten a little bit of, ideas and ways to make food from different countries you've lived in. I mean, that must be great for your business, right?
Absolutely. I think that is a gift, and is something that sets my catering business apart, is the fact that I can cook almost anything. Remember that, I mean, I'm Venezuelan, and Venezuela is a country full of immigrants, and food was a very important part of my upbringing. And in Venezuela, we used to have a good influence of Italians and Portuguese and French and Spanish, obviously, and our native cuisine as well. So that gave me, the travel gave me more ideas and more things for my repertoire, as well as understand that even the same ingredient can be used in so many different ways,
Yeah.
depending on each cuisine. Like Mexicans use cilantro a lot,
Yeah.
but I mean, so does people in Asia. A lot of the Indian cuisine has a lot of cilantro. It's called coriander over there. And also in the Middle East, they use cilantro, and also in all Southeast Asian food, like Thai food, but it's used in a different way.
Yeah.
So, I think, I mean, I guess I'm a geek and a nerd, and
For
every
food,
time
right?
I figure something out, I said, I had all these aha moments in my life, and I said, wow. So, and the
That's
journey continues, I think.
Yeah, it never ends, right?
Never. Always an opportunity for learning.
Awesome. And so tell us about cooking for a cause and founding your business, Dubraska's Delights Catering.
Sure. I guess, I mean, I have had a long life. I will say I like the service work. I like working with NGOs. I did, even prior to be involved in the food industry. I work with La Leche League. To me, always nutrition has rang a bell in my brain,
Mhm.
knowing that food will change many things in you. You know, what you put inside your body will give you a result in life, maybe longer years of life, maybe better health. And so I nursed my children, all four, for many years, and worked with La Leche League. Now I'm a retired breastfeeding consultant with them, but it was a great ride. Um, I also work with, more recently, with another NGO, with nutrition education, with common threads. And we work with people at risk, different communities, children's school districts, trying to teach a better way of eating. As my work, as 18 years ago, I wrote a cookbook for Operation Smile. With that, it was funded a full mission for Mexico
Mhm.
to repair children with cleft lip and cleft
Yeah.
palate.
Mhm.
I think if something that I have to be, that I'm proud of, is probably that book. I don't know how many people, I mean, I know that it was around 260 children,
Wow.
but I don't know only one that I know that received the surgery. The rest is something that went into the world, and I hope that those children are now adults and they're doing better, and their opportunities
Yeah.
in life are better. While in India, I work cooking for an orphanage with kids with HIV,
Mhm.
and and also I publish a little booklet for all the expat community in Mumbai, and that help women who were in the pavement,
Mhm.
prostitutes, and all kind of people on the streets of Mumbai. So we did the same in the Middle East, working with many of the blue collar construction and service workers. And I guess we returned
Yeah.
back to the US about 8 years ago.
Mhm.
And it's not a secret that Venezuela is having a very difficult moment.
Of course. Yeah.
A lot of issues with immigration. We know that that's all over the media now. But at that moment, my family needed to leave the
Yeah.
country. My sister, my brother-in-law, my nephews, and they came here in 2018 as asylum seekers. And for me, Dubraska's Delights was born out of necessity, because it was a way of providing some income,
Yeah.
some work for my family.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, my goal has been this 5, 6 years with the business to help the immigrant community, minorities, just to get them a little footing, a little place to start.
Yeah. Well,
And also pass my culture,
yeah, that's always good to
that's what
share
is
the
being
culture with people.
developed now. Is usually for me now, more than the catering, I'm moving into producing things that are dear to me, things that I loved as a Venezuelan growing up in my country, that were difficult to find. But because of this diaspora and this amount of Venezuelans coming into the US now, for me, I guess that's the other part. 30 years ago, when I moved here, I couldn't find anything,
Yeah.
or almost none of my ingredients, the fresh cheese, even to find a package of harina pan, which is what we use, the cornmeal that we use for making our arepas, was difficult to find. Now you find it everywhere.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
find Venezuelan nata or cream, fresh cream everywhere. Wine and fresh cheeses everywhere. And even ají dulce, which is a little sweet pepper that is very common to the Caribbean cuisine.
Uh-huh.
Main ingredient in Venezuelan, actually also Cuban and Puerto Rican cuisine. And now I can find it through a provider in Florida, another Venezuelan entrepreneur and business. Also now here in Texas, another person is producing. And I think it's just lovely that I have those resources now that I didn't have, that I only dreamt of. And I can make my own products now, which are
and which I wanted to ask you about, right? The line of products that you have, and can you tell us about those?
Yeah, so I have sofrito made with that ají dulce, produced with all natural, organic, no additives, no chemicals. I guess it's part also of my policy or my brand as a chef, as Dubraska's Delight, is to provide always foods that are and products that are absolutely 100% natural in as much as possible, with organic or locally sourced things or products. So I'm following that path now. I wish I would have started as a chef a lot younger.
Yeah.
This job requires a lot of energy, a lot of staying up on your feet, and it is a joy that things have been changing, and I think I'm morphing more into a line of products.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Chef Dubraska Wawa. She is the owner of Dubraska's Delights, former Master Chef Latino contestant, and let me also add, a former HCC student, and also our Tasty Tuesday guest. So we'll have all of your info in our post after the show. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. All right, coming up next, we have a quick commercial break, but Todd and I will return with some news and announcements, so stay tuned.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. We've got some things happening across the district. I'm sure many of you have been to the Texas Renaissance Fair. Well, did you know there's a local one? That's right. The Lyons Avenue Renaissance Festival is coming up, and HCC is going to be there to participate. HCC's Northeast College will join the Lyons Avenue Renaissance Festival this weekend in the historic Fifth Ward community, sharing career information, answering questions and about summer and fall registration, and giving away some HCC swag. Check them out, noon to 5 p.m. this Saturday, April the 12th. 3,800 to 4,000 blocks of Lyons Avenue. We'll have more information in our post after the show. And we've got a student music recital happening as well, Benji.
Yes, HCC music students will perform what they have studied and prepared during the spring semester to showcase their development and skills. This will take place Wednesday, April 16th at 7:30 p.m. at the Spring Branch Performing Arts Center. This is free. So if you got nothing to do on Wednesday, April the 16th, go ahead and check this out, and we'll have everything on our post after the show for more info.
Houston Money Week, that's happening. The competition for $1,000 cash. April is a financial literacy month, and this is Houston Money Week, so HCC students can find out if they have what it takes to combine creativity and financial savvy. College, university, or adult education entries can win a cash prize of $1,000. Deadline for entry is April the 30th. We'll have some more information in our post after this show. And we've also got an Apprenticeship Day Breakfast happening soon.
Yes, HCC is hosting an Apprenticeship Day event called Building Tomorrow's Workforce Skills for Life Breakfast. It includes a panel of industry leaders discussing the future of workforce and its pathways. This will take place Wednesday, April 30th from 7:30 to 10 a.m. at the Felix Fraga campus. So check out our post after the show for more info.
We have an exhibition happening over at the West Loop, and this Thursday they've got an artist reception. Diane Johnson's exhibition at the West Loop Gallery is called Third Spaces and Vanishing Spaces Between. The artist reception is 5 p.m. this Thursday, March 27th. The exhibition runs through May 1st. It's taking place at the West Loop Art Gallery. And summer registration is underway as well, Benji.
Yes, make the most of summer by locking in classes to stay on track. HCC classes are still offered in a variety of programs, semester lanes, and a range of modalities, including online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, and hybrid lab. So no excuse to not take some extra classes this summer. To learn more about HCC program start dates and options to cover costs, please visit hccs.edu/apply.
Later this week on the show, we'll be highlighting our annual Sense of Belonging event. And Thursday Family Fun Day, one of our own HCCTV production specialists, works at the Moody Mansion in Galveston. He'll be here to preview or give us a glimpse on what that location is all about. So tune in Thursday, but we'll be back tomorrow live at 10 a.m. Benji, we'll see you next week or sooner, right?
Next week, probably, yeah.
All right. We'll see all of you tomorrow, 10 a.m. live right here.